Well, stepping outside, it is a balmy 10 degrees and lots more snow. Today, we're going to make a meal that's meatless. I get requested all the time to make a meal that's meatless. So today we're going to have a very simple meal that it's only going to take 20 minutes to prepare. So let's go in the house and get working on this meal because it's almost lunchtime already. All right, everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you a Meatless Monday recipe, and that is with the help of a very large industrial steamer. So let me set up my camera and I'll show you what we're going to make today. In the bottom, I'm adding my rice and my water. We're going to have 4 cups of rice to 8 cups of water. So for me, when I make rice, I make 1 cup of rice per 2 cups of water. That's going to go into the bottom. And then this one is where we're going to put all of our vegetables. So let's get started. All right, we're going to add our 8 cups of water. And our 4 cups of rice. Now this will make a few meals. Just gonna add a little bit of my homemade butter. All right. Now we're gonna put our steamer tray on top. We're gonna add our frozen vegetables. Just like that. Now the 1 pack of frozen vegetables came with a sauce mix. That's fine, I'm gonna put it in here. It is going to probably drip down into the rice, but that's fine. That won't cause any problem at all. Now what we have to do is put the lid on it. We have a meal that's meatless and it really doesn't have much expense whatsoever. I think I paid $1.39 for the 1 pack of vegetables and $1.19 for the other, and the rice for me was free. If you guys missed the video many years ago, I got 700 pounds of rice for free and I gave 300 pounds of it away to neighbors. Take a look up here below. Look up here, and at the end of this video. It was absolutely amazing. We got all this rice, so we have enough of rice to last us, well, a lifetime. All right, we're gonna go put this on the stove and I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. All right, while we're waiting for the rice to cook, I thought I would sit at the kitchen table and talk to you guys a little bit and just share with you some of the So I thought I'd share with you just a few of the books that I am reading and I'm really enjoying. A lot of people ask me to share more videos about the books that I have, and I thought today would be a great opportunity for me to share with you. As you know, I don't like modern books. I tend to go towards the books that are written in the 20s to the 60s and to the 70s. And this is like one of those books. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of my very unusual books that I enjoy reading. Now, not everybody is going to appreciate this kind of a book, but I do, and I think it's charming, and I think it is so fascinating. A Woman's Fulfillment, A Guide to Creative Homemaking by Laura Snyder. Now, this book was written back in the 1950s, and let me tell you what, It's very inspiring, but it's also can be a little bit harsh for the modern women today. It talks a lot about how you live and things you do and ways you can become a better homemaker and a better wife. And it's not what you would call your mainstream kind of book, at least now in today's society. But I really love this book. She talks about being diligent and organized, also talks about how to be a wonderful mother and wife to your husband and children, and it is extremely old-fashioned thoughts and values of it. That's why I love it so much. So this was one of the books I really like. And then we have another one that's the same type, and this is by Charlie Johnson, and this is another homemaking book. I'm not going to go really into details about what all this book says. You can buy it for yourself if you're interested in. It would raise a few eyebrows, I am sure, even for people on my channel. But what I really like about it is it talks about your posture, talks about how you walk and how you talk and being graceful. It also talks about being a homemaker and makeup and how to be a proper wife of the 1950s home. It's geared to women that are stay-at-home moms. This was not for women that worked away generally. This was a book about instructions on how to be a homemaker. And your home is your paradise. And it's very, very unique. But with all books, you don't agree with everything, of course, but I do agree with 99% of what's in this book. And this was how I was taught, and this is how I was raised. So it's understandable that I will cling to books like this. It talks about home decorating as well. It's Christian-minded, so the books are more Christian-minded. And it talks about sitting up at the table and having a placemat at each table. It talks about all kinds of things, opening your door to people and hospitality. So here is another one, beautiful homemaking. Most of you know by now that I get a lot of canning jars from Owen, from Bonne, B-O-N-N-E-M-A-M-A-N. And here is a cookbook. I never knew that the makers of the jelly and jams has a cookbook. I got this book this week and I'm fascinated by it. And it also talks about different things that you can do using these jelly jars other than for canning. So I will be doing a lot of videos on this as well. Grandma's Ways to Modern Living. Grandma's Ways to Modern Days is one I just got this week. I'm really excited to read that. It has a lot of recipes that are going to be shared in my videos. And last but not least, I really got back into Mary Jane. Mary Jane was one of the first books that I have read when I was first starting with homesteading and the more country way of living. I love Mary Jane. I don't know if she still has the magazine. I doubt it. Her books are fascinating and beautiful to look at, and they are just very pleasing to the eye, very peaceful. Well, there you go, my friends. There's a couple of the books that I've been reading, and I will show you lunchtime in just a little bit. I'm gonna get some other housework done, and then we'll come right back here for lunch. The meal is ready, and we always eat salsa on our rice and our vegetables. So here is my homemade salsa and some sour cream and some shredded cheese. So it worked out perfect, making the rice in the bottom and then adding the vegetables on the top. Everything got cooked at the same time. Right, now we're gonna add the rice. It has a little bit of the garlic sauce on it as well. And there you go, everyone. It is Meatless Monday. Absolutely amazing. Using a steamer like this, it does all the cooking automatically, and it gets done at the same time.